Narrow is the path if you learn to get it right. They can't filter how we talk cause we ain't tell no lies. Just to let them know you can never stop the truth. You got a leg on its own, it's always on the move. Always stick to the code, I never lie to you. Ain't no filter when I talk, I am the walking through. Unfiltered.
Good evening. What's up? Good
evening.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Filter Me Not. It is 10 p.m. Monday night, UGTV Network 5.
That's 2 Mondays in a row. We started right at 10 o'clock. Look at God. We getting on our professionalism. We being punctual. We not training you to be late. We are on time on this Monday evening here on Filter Me Not.
Yes. How you doing?
Man, you know, I'm feeling myself. I'm fatigued out, ready for war. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that part right there.
Interesting.
I felt like saying that.
I know, because what war? Which war?
I don't know.
So, I am very happy today, because I've been without a phone for a week and a half.
You know, my nerd, they be calling me on WhatsApp. They don't call me on no WhatsApp.
I've been out of a phone for a week and a half, and I finally got a phone today, and it's just like the clouds open, even though it was showering today. But it was horrible. I had people ignoring my calls. I'm trying to call
your email. You call the people from your email.
Okay, I'm trying to call
Coco
my pastor.
Black.
My pastor and first lady, they not picking up. They talking
Coco
about
Black.
He talking about what is Coco? I say, Pastor, we gonna stick to 6 here.
Hey man, I swear to God, I'm like, man, who is Coco Black calling me for their email?
I was only able to communicate with iPhone users.
That's what it was.
That's it.
Sucks
And under Wi-Fi, I had to be home once I left the house, and then I was using my daughter's phone, but she was just catching attitudes here and there when I was using her phone.
She wanted her phone back.
She wanted it right back.
Yeah, like
she didn't want to hand it over.
Like, Mama, you ain't finished with it yet.
No, Jenny, let me use your phone, right?
Oh man, Jesus Christ.
She be passing it just like this. What's wrong? Nothing.
You better say nothing.
But so how was your weekend?
Man, our weekend was wonderful, man. I went scuba diving. I swam with some manatees. Man, I fed some flamingos.
Did you do any humanitarian?
No. I gave a homeless guy $2.
Okay.
Gave him $2. He asked for 4. I was like, nigga, what? Like 4? That's the whole meal. Like, nah, I ain't got that.
Oh, okay.
I went in Snappers on. I think it was Friday night, and a dude was outside Snappers. I try to like, you know, do a good deed when I do see people, especially if I got it to do it.
Right.
But dude asked me for $8. He
told you exactly what he needed.
He said, "This gonna be my last time I." Like,
once he get them $8.
The man told me, I swear, he said, You don't know me, don't judge me. I'm like, where all that coming from? Like, why are you talking to me like that? Like, he tried to, like, give me some pound, but I was like, no, I ain't feel comfortable giving him pound or whatever, because he was already, like, it just seemed like he was on something. He was like, it's going to be my last time asking anybody. Oh, just give me $8, Slim.
Just $8. Like, so he was shout $8, basically.
You want something to eat, man? Like, what's
just give me the money.
Just give me the money. Fuck out of here with that.
Just give me the money.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you had a very good weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm a low key humanitarian, philanthropist, super producer, actor, writer, director. I mean, the list goes on, and I'm not gonna limit myself to the resources that God been putting in my life and taking full advantage of them, and keep on striving and just trying to head to the top, emancipating different levels of whatever it is that God see forth for me to climb.
Only right. Only makes sense.
Hello,
only
mother.
Right.
Mother's here.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. And that being said, having a good upbringing, you know what I'm saying? Fearing God, like knowing right from wrong. That'll take you a long way in life. You just know right from wrong. Like, everybody prone to make, their mistakes. or whatever. I never reward panhandlers. Yeah, but knowing right from wrong and having that good structure, that upbringing, it take you a long ways in life. You know, I respect my elders. You know, I try to do what's right all the time. I ain't perfect, but I try to do what's right all the time. That was thought into the wrong that I thought it would, probably be right, but you know, just thank you, Mom. That's really what I wanted to say. Thank you.
So you waited till she come on to say it?
I mean, you know, we keep it real here on Filter Me Now. It was a moment. You know, I feel like I can share that with our audience. You know what I'm talking about? It's all good. Fuck y'all. I'm a mama's boy.
Yeah, I didn't swim with manatees or anything like that. I did not feed the homeless this weekend, but I did feed my child. I was in the house, phone shopping, stressed out is what I had. That's what was my weekend.
Yeah. See, you got you a new one?
Yeah.
Got a little case. It came with the case?
Yeah, came with the case.
Look at God.
Look at, right. Definitely, because this one needs a case.
Because you had the iPhone 2. Yeah,
I had an iPhone 7, folks.
That wasn't the 7.
The
thing was the 2, literally.
I had an iPhone 7.
It was so light, y'all. I swear it was missing something. I don't know if it.
Case. I wasn't wearing a case.
It was.
Yeah.
That bit was light. I think that was the 2.
I don't like the auto box because it's so
big and bulky. Yeah.
So, but no, it was
upgraded.
It was an iPhone 7.
To the 10. Look at God, girl. 8 phones. You skill 8. It's like maybe like really more than 8 there. It's like you skill because they were like
I had an iPhone 7, y'all.
They had the this girl though.
Anyways, but you know what I did notice?
Climb the food chain and phones.
What I did notice over the weekend while I was before the weekend though.
Look at God from a 2 to a 10. Won't he do it, y'all? Put your hearts up, ladies and gentlemen. Look at God. God don't bless my host here. Filter Me Now. Cause that 2, y'all, it was so embarrassing.
Don't listen to him. I don't even know what a 2 look like.
You definitely don't know what a 2 look like. You just had the 2. What it? You're probably using it for a coaster now, y'all. Look at God. Thank you, Jesus, for blessing Wandey with the 10. Yes. And it had no filled up with memory, didn't it? That 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the 2s do.
It was a 7. But anywho.
It's a 2. Don't judge mine. I'm not. I jumped out off the porch with an 8. Like I jumped right off the porch. Like
well.
You was at a 2.
How was y'all weekend, y'all? Because he keep tripping about my phone. How was y'all weekend? How y'all doing? Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for those who are always tuning in, Mom especially, when we come on. Appreciate y'all. If you'll take the time out to share the live, like the live, and be ready to
Hey, Auntie, my auntie tuning in from the halfway house. Look at God. Won't he
and be
do
ready
it?
to comment.
Auntie,
hey, Auntie. What's up, Dante? Dante wins.
Can't hold you down, Auntie. Don't let him hold you down. Don't let them hold you down.
You play too much.
Yeah.
So, our topics tonight.
Yeah, we got some pretty dope topics. Shout out to the Lakers for going to the playoffs, too. They're #1 seed. I want to see LeBron James win. I don't know why I want to see him win. I just like the nigga. Like, I want to see him win another championship before he leave the game. For all his hair leave, I want him to win another title.
Okay.
Still well fade, but... Yeah, we got some dope topics. We're going to start off. We're going to take a commercial break real quick.
Okay, we'll do a commercial. After the commercial, we jump into our topic.
So, if you out there, go grab you some wine,
water,
Cisco,
milk,
whatever, pineapple juice, Percocet, Ritalin, whatever it is that get you calm and
comfortable.
Yeah, because
relaxed.
We got a good show lined up tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So, just stay tuned. Hear from our sponsors, and we'll be back expeditiously.
This show was brought to you by Balt Vodka.
You wanna shop? It's on me. Sex on the phone. Call me. You wanna talk? Darling, I'm on the hotline. You know you can get it. You wanna shop? It's on me. Sex on the phone. Call me. You wanna talk? Darling, I'm on the hotline. You know you can get it. Hello, I
I love that commercial, y'all. I don't know. It just make me feel like just putting on a dress shirt, you know, and some slacks and just
get you a shot.
Yeah, like Balt liquor, man.
Balt vodka.
Yeah.
www.baltvodka.com.
Hey, this smooth as shit too. I know.
Strawberry infused.
Like I liked it with some pineapple juice. I actually
80
liked
proof.
it. Yeah, with pineapple juice. It was really like it taught me that. I felt like I was on the beach. I think I had sand in my toes. I don't know where it came from, but when I drank that, sand got in my toes.
So you left with sand on your toes?
Yeah, I definitely.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
But
I
we're
like
gonna get right down to what's on your mind. We're gonna put the call-in number up as well. Boss lady, put the call-in number up. We want to hear from our viewers on this topic tonight. The topic is disciplining your stepkids. What's your take on if you're married or you're in a relationship and you have kids? Is it okay or is it not for the person that you're seeing to discipline your kids? And that's, you know, with a belt. We talking discipline. We want to hear from you guys, and I'm going to hear from my lovely host beside me first, and on her take how she feel about would you allow a guy that you're currently seeing or married to at the moment to discipline your kids by, like, belt? Like, will you allow it? I want to hear what you got to say on it.
Interesting. Well, marriage is not for a moment, so a marriage is totally different. But my take is, okay, when you say discipline, you know discipline.
Whoop their ass.
Okay,
That's
see, I would not let
means.
nobody
Whoop their ass.
My children would not. I would not allow somebody must step to whoop my child. No, not to whoop my child. No.
What if they need an ass whooping and you ain't there to do it? Like, it ain't no.
Then the one biological parent can do it.
But what if that biological parent is not around?
Then call me.
But you can't. So you just all up. No, there ain't nobody that didn't have anything to help with conceiving their child gonna be able to put their hands on them. That's what you saying.
Say repeat that
like,
again.
Only you or the father could do that. That's basically.
Oh, grandma, grandpa, you know.
But how is that not the same as somebody you married to or somebody because they your parents? Yeah. Would you allow your kids' fathers, grandparents to discipline them as well too? That I think that's when it becomes awkward to me. Like, I don't know, but hitting somebody's child, I think it depends on the situation and the relationship that you have with that mother and also with that child. To be able to not be worried about what they think of you outside of them, you know, putting their hands on you that you ain't their daddy. Because I don't think you got to remind a man if you're a child that somebody ain't your daddy. They know they not your daddy. That's you being, I don't know if I would say disrespectful or just feeling like that's where you draw the line at. Like, I know you putting a roof over my head. I know you taking care of me and my mama. I know that you pay for all this that we have, but you can't discipline me. You can't put your hand on me.
My
that's
discipline.
Different. Yo, just whoop their ass.
Whooping ass, I mean. No. Yeah. But
when you think of discipline, I'm not talking punishments.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about taking that belt off and getting on that ass.
First of all, if I have any child under a certain age, there's age factors in it too. Under a certain age, you're not touching my child, especially if it's a girl.
Yeah, that's different. That's what I'm trying to get at and see what your logic is on it.
No,
it's different?
Different scenarios gonna be different.
I don't even know why a man would even want to beat a girl. Period.
They
like
do it.
Even their daughter. I'm just putting that out there in the air. Like I've never had a daughter to beat, and like I can't see myself like being that individual as a man. Like, I don't know. I can't. If anybody that's got a daughter that would like to call in and chime in on that, cause I don't. But as far as like having a boy. Is it different? Is it? Do you look at the ladder in a different spectrum?
It's an age. Me personally, before another man will be able to even do certain things, we got to be like long term, been in a relationship or married. You married and
so either you gonna.
So if I've been with him for 2 weeks, 2 years type stuff,
we're not talking.
Because I got to see how you even handle your kids and stuff.
Well, but I don't see now speculations to it like. Because if he discipline his kids,
Because
does that give them the right to still discipline your kids? If, you know, just say one of his kids in the house with y'all, and that child did something, you wouldn't feel comfortable if you knew you had that. Like, you been helping raise this little boy. You know what I'm saying? From like when he was a baby, he in your house. You didn't have him, but you like it. You in his life 10 times more than his own mama. So do you feel indifferent about it then, or is it like is it levels to it?
By that time, by that, if I'm raising it from like you talking about, that's different.
But how's that any different when it's still not your child?
It's not my child, but I've been there. I've been there.
So you beat somebody else's child before?
No.
Oh, okay. You said you been there.
Me, I only would. First of all, me personally, I would never put my hands on another woman's child.
Yeah.
I don't. She's my stepdaughter, whatever it is, but that's not. You know what I'm saying? Because I need no misunderstanding, because I don't want the same in return. I prefer to let me know what's going on. Now, on my end, my husband, I have my oldest son. Yes, he's disciplines him because he is there in the home. He is in the home.
So you would. It's either you won't.
He disciplined as far as conversation. My son wasn't at the age where he needs whooping anymore when he came into his life. Okay. So, but he was able to tell him, yes, no, go in a room, or we ain't doing this. He was able to do that because he's in the home. He's there. He buys the stuff. He takes care of him. He watches him. So.
Look at my mama. My Ish know he got plenty before I got married. If that man taking care of my house, murder that ass. That's what made him the man he is today. I really enjoy my husband taking care of business.
Thank you.
You heard it. You ain't have to put my business out there like that.
Murder that ass.
Yeah, like really. That it ain't too late to call child abuse on your ass. I seen the number. I seen it. They got an attorney down in Miami. He fight for that type of justice. Like all lives matter.
I'm not. But discipline. But me, the reason why I kind of brought up the topic today, because I seen a clip. And I shared the clip on my page. And it wasn't so much of a discipline type thing. It was more so the one father was checking the other father. And the father that is in the child life felt like the absentee father should never come check him because he's not there. And
so what happened?
He checked the father that's actually in the home, check the absentee and let him know, you got no right to come check me on how I discipline on my parenting her because you're not here. And then the absentee father called his son out. And he was like, oh, I'm not your daddy. Da-da-da. Who bought you this? Who did this and who did that? And the present father figure told the son, can you tell your daddy what I taught you about the 2 P's? So he tells him, a father that's present is more important than a father that buys presents. But the whole scenario of the video that I seen was an absentee father checking a father figure that's in the home. I'm how you feel about that?
I don't know.
You have kids.
Yeah, but ain't nobody finna step now.
Well,
ain't nobody finna do that. I don't think a man finna be comfortable enough to even try me like that when it come down to mine, cause they mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't one of no fathers, and my mama could attest to this. Like, if my child do something they ain't got no business, like, check they ass right then and there. Like, they ain't finna be disrespecting on grown-ups. Like, there's ways you do things as an adult. Like, if you feel like you gotta step in and save somebody's child life, and it take you to pushing their ass up against the wall, then by means push their ass through the drywall. Like, and I mean that, like, cause when you being that person that just think you just gonna jump in there and just rescue them all the time, that it be trying them to think that you gonna always be there, and you ain't gonna always be there, cause me and my kids' mom wasn't together, so I wasn't always there. I'm gonna put that out there. I wasn't always there, so it gotta be somebody that gonna take that type of guidance and be like, yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta fuck with me, cause I don't fuck with you. Just be that male role model, be that father figure when daddy not around. I ain't never been selfish like that. But like I said, the only thing for me would be different is that if I had a daughter, which I don't. So with me having sons, I think I look at it in a different mindset. Maybe not when I was a younger father, but as I grew older, and cause you be a hothead. When you think you know everything, you gonna run into like different people that don't agree on what you agree on, and
Right.
then you gonna base your whatever on emotions and stuff like that. So for the most part, I just think it's growth, and this a grown man saying this tonight. No, check their ass right where they stand at, cause I don't want them to wreck out. Cause you probably could have saved my child's life, and just because he wasn't yours, that mean you wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
People today, it's not like that. We
Yeah,
have
but
more
ain't
of,
people. It's still some people out there that like that.
Mm-hmm.
But once you got that unity, like my cousin here tonight with us, like if his son act out of line and I do something, now I don't know how much his mama gonna feel like I was wrong, but I honestly don't even think she would feel that way because of the bond that we all have. Like if you see my kid doing something, check their ass. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with Coop. Like, I'm going to check his kids. And they know that because they raised right, so they ain't going to disrespect no adults. That'd be the first thing right there. When you raise them right, you avoid from shit like this happening. I'm saying if another man got to check you about your child, somebody failed somewhere. Somebody. On your end or his end. Somebody failed. So we got to come to terms that we can agree to disagree and just be like, okay, yeah. But beat their ass, yeah. Beat their ass. Don't kill them. But if you gotta chastise them and cause I got them, men beat me that wasn't my daddy. My stepdaddy beat me all the time if I did something wrong. I ain't never gonna look at that man and be like, you ain't my daddy. My daddy ain't here. This nigga here. He buying me shoes and put money in my pocket and teaching me responsibility and teaching me how to change a tire and check oil and all that type of stuff right there. You damn right. If I show out, check me. And I thank my mama for that, for having, because a lot of people can't say that. Like, no, don't put your hands on my kids. And I think that be so much of just your emotion and you thinking like somebody could hurt them. Sometimes the best lessons in life are learned through pain. So they got to feel a little pain sometimes to get to that next level. Be like, no, I don't want to feel like that no more.
Miss Queen just know that's more of the. I understand what you're saying. I agree with that part. That's the village. That's people you have around that has your back and has your children back. But we're talking more so like in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you started dating somebody else, you know what I'm saying, and they're instead of speaking with you or going over things with you, they're just whooping the child or whatever.
Oh no, that ain't finna happen. I would think that the other parent would be smart enough and be wise enough to be like, hey, it's
some people not. Some people feel like just because they got their
neglect.
toothbrush
That's
in
neglect.
the bathroom,
That's
then
neglect.
all of a sudden because they walk around the house with boxes, they could start.
That's what you call neglect. That's
doing the
I'm
husband
just say it
thing.
again. That's neglect. That's at all time. That's what that's called. Child neglect. You've neglected your child for a man, or you neglected your child for a woman. That's
what should I
against
take
the law.
those who are viewing of your partner, and it's different scenarios. Now, for me, like I said, I don't have to worry about that now, but I would not let somebody whoop my child. Discipline my child, yes, but whoop, no. I'd rather the biological parent do that than for.
What Venus say, ain't nobody whooping my children.
But
well,
as
you
far as
fine. You keep they badass over there, then you ain't got to worry about nobody whooping your children. Nobody don't want to whoop your children like that. They probably
especially
bad as
nowadays,
hell
you can't
too.
trust people. People like bat crazy now.
They were bad crazy back then. Hell, you talking about? The crazy ain't changed.
Okay, well I'm
crazy been around this before
old
we
enough
came.
and wise enough to see and pay attention and know what's going on. Because for a man to just walk out his house, pace, and just shoot a child.
Man, people been doing crazy stuff since way before we got here. I'm telling you, it just we receive news quicker now. It just be like, wow, like that. Now it's the stuff that don't happen that you won't even believe because it wasn't no cameras around. It wasn't technology around. Man, crazy been around. I'm telling you, crazy has been here since.
That's why you can't go whooping on everybody kids.
Adam and Eve.
If the parent ain't crazy, the child might be crazy.
Yeah, for real.
The child might be
I
crazy.
ain't saying just jump off the porch and body slam my son. I'm saying, yeah, build a rapport with the nigga. Find out if he left-handed or right-handed for you. You uppercut him, whatever. I'm just saying, build that rapport. Like it's hey Tiffany, there's definitely terms and conditions.
Definitely, because ain't nobody whooping minds.
Terms and conditions to that, but everybody want to act like
you can get a phone.
Everybody want to act like they cheering the shit on here tonight. Okay, I see what you're doing. Just don't ask me to keep they bad ass. I'm just saying Long as we got that understanding, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. When everybody that got perfect honor roll recipient ass kids, and ain't nobody want to call in and talk about nobody not beating they perfect ass, I guess we'll go to the next topic then.
Our next topic, what I want to talk about is I have a lot of new politicians on my phone.
Oh my God, here you go with this. Here we go.
Remember to vote, guys.
Here you go.
Who's done early voting? Who has done early voting? What's up, Bernard? Who's done early voting yet? Anybody early vote yet?
Anyone who makes a friend.
But anyway, I want to talk about this election. I want to talk about these newfound politicians.
Some people been politicians.
Incumbents of their own personal network or belief or whatever that they pushing out. Your mom voted. Good job.
She voted for. She probably voted for Dancing with the Stars.
I just wanna. I haven't voted yet, but I'm going out to vote this week though. I didn't do early voting.
Last time I voted, I think that was when Fantasia was on American Idol. I voted for
Yeah, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
She had to win.
But no, I know you had to see it. There's no way you don't see it. It was just such a back and forth, and I've seen like people just at their throat by it, especially with the vice president choice. It's so much a back and forth of what she did or what she didn't do. And I'm trying to figure out, like, are we researching or are we just going off what somebody else done said?
Are you talking about like the bad stuff?
Everything.
I mean, when you talk about a high-profile position as far as the vice president of the United States, people gonna dig up dirt because that's your running mate. So if they can't find dirt on you, they'll try to find dirt on your running mate. But with that, nobody's passed the squeaky clean. Everybody know had to do something to get to it at some point in their life. And with Miss Harris,
Kamala.
I didn't want to say her first name because I done heard like 8 different news
Kamala.
outlets say it in a different way. But the potential candidate for vice president, Mrs. Harris, she locked up a lot of black men. You know, she was a prosecutor. And I mean, people try to say that makes her a bad person because she sent a lot of people to prison for long extended bids in prison, and I don't know, but I don't want people to just get caught into the color thing.
Wasn't that her job though?
Yeah, her job, but that still don't make it right because it's her job. You know,
But
like just because you choose to do something
and it's breaking a law, and my job is to prosecute you.
But they lie. They lie.
Now I'm not finna go for no case for case because I'm not there.
No,
I wasn't
ain't
in the
talking
courtroom.
about case for case. I'm talking about what lawyers do. Period.
That's okay,
whether you
but
on the offensive or the defensive, you gotta lie.
That's neither here nor there for her because that's what they do.
But that don't make it
deals.
right.
It may not make it right, but for you,
I ain't saying that's the red flag for me for this lady. Like I didn't even really know who the hell she was until about 2 or 3 months ago.
I'm not even speaking on the fact that it's a red flag for anything. This has nothing to do with the election. I'm just like thrilled on how this woman has a job and she has a job to perform. Yes, and every job. Even if somebody work at McDonald's, they stealing fries. They doing something that they're not supposed to. Whether you stealing the fries or you giving somebody the fries. You're breaking something. You feel what I'm saying?
It's just the same as being on the clock and not working.
Period.
You stealing time.
So she has a job, and based on the facts that she is given, she prosecutes her case. I agree with you 100%.
But like I didn't want to make it seem like that was my red flag toward her. I was just, researching and finding out certain things about this lady. And I was like, I don't even know why, as far as any candidate that had the expertise to run, she's more qualified. She could probably be the president of the United States, to be frank. Like, this lady has an amazing resume. But, when you see a person of color, you expect a certain level. I don't know how you say it, but when we black and we be true to who we is, and we want other people to be that same way, and that's what I mean by when I'm saying, a lot of black men to prison. Like, I know that's your job, but that still don't make it right.
But if you breaking the law,
but everybody ain't break the law. Now, and I don't want to just keep dwelling on just that. Like, she just had called the man that picked her as a candidate a racist like 2 years ago. Like, now I don't know. I don't try to get caught into the politics and the things that they do.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not.
Because if I run for president, I'm gonna pick Justin Bieber as my running mate. Like, I need the white vote. I don't think Obama could have won president if he had a black vice president.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like
they won't feel let two black people be in that White House.
Hell no.
He already brought a black dog in
there. Hell no.
Had pits and rock rollers out there.
Man, the grass need to be cut. Like barbecue, taco, pulled in the bushes.
Sunday's cornbread. Come on.
Oodles and noodle juice in the microwave. Like, nigga, too.
It was not gonna happen.
See, Obama ain't like a nigga. He like like a half nigga. Like,
yes.
But he got more nigga, but it just ain't all like. His ancestry don't look like mine. Like, I know where I come from. I'm from Alabama. Like, that nigga got a little water in him. But nah, they weren't gonna let us have not two black presidents. Well, a vice in them. No, hell no.
But my
fighting
thing
over
for
the airplane.
My
he
thing
went to
for
Dubai last week.
Bringing it up was not to sway no votes. Y'all vote for whoever y'all want to vote for. You should vote. But my thing was just how the minute, which we already had an idea that's who he was going to pick. But the minute she would pick, and it was announced, when I said exactly what you're saying, she sent a lot of people to jail. I'm just watching, and then you see people going back and forth. Well, what about Trump? Or what about this? He just said, rough them up if you need to. I'm like, if y'all really pay attention
but that's what people gonna do, because everybody think their opinion matters. The internet, the technology,
and if you don't believe in what they believe in, you're getting bashed. That's the other thing I don't understand.
The way they pass information.
Your opinion is an opinion, it's not fact. And what the other kills me is like when you put stuff out there.
You need a BC powder.
Back it up with something. These people are believing copy paste, like anything could be manipulated.
Yeah, definitely.
Like there's technology to right now. This may not be Wendy talking to you right now, but this is what you see.
Oh, this you. This you.
But they have technology like that. You would think that you're sitting there talking to Ishmael and it turn around and it just into who's really behind the skin.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, they take stuff, copy paste stuff, and
so
put it
that's your
together.
way. You don't believe a lot. Somebody know.
Oh no, I don't do all that conspiracy stuff.
You done seen it, and the nigga still convinced you that it wasn't what you saw. That's what it sounds like. It's cool. It's cool. You believe in magic? Say yes. Say yes. Say yes.
I believe in God.
Oh, there you go. I know you were gonna say something like that.
I believe in the Father.
Shout out to Kovic. And that's the name of your church, Kojic. I had to say your church.
Kojic.
Yeah.
Shout out to Temple of God, Church of God in Christ in Deerfield.
It ain't a church. It's a house, y'all.
It's a church.
It's a house.
It's a building where we go and praise the Lord.
It's a house church. I said I don't go to plaza churches, but I might go to a house church. That's a house church.
Oh, we be jumping. We be rocking too.
Don't be trying to discredit the building that your church in, because that is a house.
That's my little house on the prairie. What you mean?
Okay, don't tell me it ain't no house. It's a church.
It's a church.
It's a church house.
Leave my house. Pastor Rodney Lovett. He stay right down the street from the church.
They leave her couch. They leave her.
But y'all quiet tonight. I'm just saying. What y'all very quiet.
They ain't quiet. They laughing at my stupid ass.
I want y'all opinion, especially on the first topic. And I actually shared the video. I don't know if anybody took the time out to watch it for the topic, so we could have got a better understanding, because I did not have time to send it in. But I wanted you guys to really understand where I was coming from with the topic.
It's a church with a 2-bedroom. Like, it still got the bedrooms in the back, but the rest of the church. Okay, you know.
Oh, you can keep talking. You go ahead.
And your daughter's dying over there. And half a bath.
Oh, so you laughing?
Killing this. My daughter's in the studio. She's dying.
And you know what?
The church got the church got 2 bedrooms. I swear to God, y'all. Like, I'm lit to talk. I'm having a good time. They loving it. Like, don't stop, bitch. Kill it, bitch. My mama ain't been telling me. And there was a little
my
baby
church,
say.
you guys are definitely welcome to come visit my church soon as the COVID situation is over. But we do go live every Sunday at noon on Temple of God.
Wear your best living room outfit.
Wear your best living room Sunday best. Your best living room best. That's not funny.
It is. Your baby is over there biting her arm.
Tiffany, don't do that.
And you not. Cole, look behind you. Her baby is killing herself.
Don't
over
do
there.
that. Don't do that.
Hey, we finna take a commercial. Y'all pray for me before we go.
But Bernard said we need Trump again to show us who racist. This is why I don't speak politics. I don't speak politics either.
Oh God.
It's just the way that politics and religion. Those are the two off-limit topics.
You gonna let me die on camera? We ain't gonna go to the commercial.
We're gonna go into a commercial break. This commercial break is brought to you by Balt Vodka. Strawberry infused 80 proof Balt vodka that is black owned by Bernard Smalls, who's currently in our topic in the comments. Thank you for those who are joining. Thank you for those who are watching. Remember to share the live. And y'all don't pay attention to him in my church, okay? God gonna get you. We'll be back after the commercial.
Man, I need some water.
This show was brought to you by Balt Vodka.
You wanna shop? It's on me. Sex on the phone. Call me. You wanna talk? Darling, I'm on the hotline. You know you can get it. You wanna shop? It's on me. Sex on the phone. Call me. You wanna talk? Darling, I'm on the hotline. You know you can get it. Hello, I can do you right. Girl, you tired of looking?
As a people. We're back. I had to get myself together. I didn't know I had asthma. I was laughing so. Oh my God, y'all. That was funny, man. I had a real moment with you guys here on the show, man. I'll never forget that one. I'm going to go back and screen record that one and play it later on my page. What's the name of the song? I don't know. The song got a real, don't it got a real, like, it got a little
Bernard
catch to it on it,
Smalls, drop the song title in the comments, please.
Like, yeah, I was liking that right there. But man, we are burning up the clock. We definitely having a good time tonight. We was talking about your church when we went to commercial, didn't it?
We were talking about our topics for tonight. For those who are joining in, welcome to Filter Me Not. It's your girl, Wandey Nowilliams, Mr. Renaissance himself, ish, with the bullshit. But our topics tonight, we had two topics. I had a video that I shared on my wall. And it was centered around disciplining when you have partners in a relationship or a marriage. When is it ever okay for that parent, not biological, to discipline your child? And we know there's very different forms of discipline. And our second, it wasn't so much of a topic. I was just curious and wondering why everybody was jumping on Kamala Harris, our potential vice president. Instead of maybe nobody really mentioned, except for the fact checkers or people who just pulling up stuff.
Running no more
Kanye West did give her a shout out.
Them people said hell no in South Carolina. Them people say ain't no goddamn way we finna let you represent.
Man, that whole thing is a setup.
Them people said you don't sit your stupid ass
Trump
down.
is still working together. They still cahooting. That's for him to get some of the extra votes, so people that want to be funny to go out and vote. He just was at his son's house talking about a book deal, book signing.
You know, Kanye be doing the most, man.
He just distract. That's
That was your
distraction.
But you just finna vote for him about 6 weeks ago.
Who?
I remember you saying
You a lie.
I'll pull it up.
You a lie.
I'll pull it up. I'm gonna put it up.
You a lie.
I'm putting it on my fans only
Not with them
page.
headbands he just came out with talking about glasses.
I'm gonna
You
put it
a
on my
lie.
own fans only page, y'all. I'm gonna put it on my fans only
The
page.
song is called One Shot
Yeah.
by LIBX. L.I.BX. But yeah, so that's what our conversation is in. But Jason said politics and religion should definitely be talked about. It's how we are governed as people. What do you think?
Yeah, in this country, definitely this country. You can't shy away from it. We're a democracy. So, you know, people got a right to feel and say. Can you imagine being in another country where you can't even, like, you just got to go with the flow?
No.
Like, no, I'm saying like.
No, I said no. I can't imagine.
That's why people love America. It's so free, but the same freedom or being free that don't cause so much pain to other people opposite of you. That's what freedom confuses me in the United States. So when you talk about we as governed as a people, it don't make it right. Some people shy away from it because they don't want to say how they truly feel at that moment, because how they may feel might offend somebody else, and then it causes a war of words. You know, their tongue don't start at more wars than anything.
That's what religion do. Like you can talk about religion and politics, but to a certain extent, because people get in their feelings, and instead of sharing, people want to make you see what they see or make you hear what they hear, instead of both party receiving and agreeing to disagree. But for whatever reason, that's like the hardest shit anybody could do.
I think and people make it hard. It ain't so hard. It's just that some people listen to understand, and some people listen to have a response. And when you those type of person, or that people that listen to have a response, sometimes you listen to what somebody telling you, it'll go right over your head because you so combative to say that, okay, this gonna be my next line. Like if you telling me something right from wrong and I ain't feeling it at the moment, I gotta defend my feelings. So I probably done missed some great advice that you could tell me that could possibly save my life, but I'm basing my emotions on how I feel at that moment. So even with religion and politics, it's the way we govern, but it also a way of separating us too. Cause you Jehovah's Witness, ain't it? What you is? Buddhist? But cause your church and a house, what it is? A nun? Like I don't know what they call y'all. What you is?
You be with the bullshit. You be with the bullshit.
I was so serious until you started laughing.
I'm in a Church of God in Christ.
What that is? Like what's the denomination?
Oh, Pentecostal.
Oh,
Pentecostal.
That's what I was trying to say.
Well,
I said a nun, Jehovah's Witness,
no,
saint, like
but
Buddha. When I said Buddha, you should have said Pentecostal. You just gonna let me name all the religions I know? That's not fair. I could have still been naming them. You know that. It's a million.
Tiffany, she agrees or shares some of the same sentiments.
Because she Pentecostal too. That's probably why
she says ain't nobody put no hands on her child. Period. Especially if you don't like me. I feel like you will be hitting my child just because you can't hit or get to me.
Girl, that bitch don't like you anyway. You talking about can't nobody hit your child, especially if they don't like you. Why they don't like you? What you did to them? Why somebody just gonna dislike the person they seeing, mama or that child? Come on now. Ain't nobody did like you. You probably mean as hell. Beat little run ass.
Yes, Brandy.
Because
foot stomping. Hand waving. Holy Ghost catching.
They ain't even got no drum. Y'all got drums? Y'all ain't got no piano.
Got a keyboard.
It's one of the instruments y'all ain't got that's important.
And the drums and tambourines.
Oh, y'all got all
yes, that. And the little.
Oh, yeah, y'all Pentecostal.
We ain't playing in there.
They be running around in it. Oh, and them churches be standing.
But
be running around. I like the controlled environment.
Jason, yes, I agree with what you said, and I agree with what it said. It does divide us as people, both politics and religion. But those are conversations not for the sensitive.
So black people been being Republicans and Democrats.
Yes, and I was just saying that the other day, like
at one point we were Republicans.
Yes, you know, and even those who are Democrats now share Republican values.
Yeah.
So
somebody got to get to her. I don't think you want them to go to your church. That don't even look like this.
That's my coworker. What's up, Shaik?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say something racist. I'm sorry.
Bob over Baghdad.
I was just finna insult somebody. That's a real person.
I love you, Shaik.
On the way
But y'all just make sure y'all vote. Just go out and vote.
Yeah.
You exercise it, you know.
Oh, Bernie Sanders. What happened to him? I thought he didn't make the cut. Because remember everybody was saying, we're going to vote for Bernie. We're going to vote for Bernie.
And then Biden just jumped out of nowhere.
Yeah, but I really think this is like a really important election due to the fact that Joe Biden is 94? How old he is? He old. he kind of like be old on the old
like,
end of being a president, like for their first term.
Yeah.
So they're like, I heard him mention something.
Yeah,
about,
they was saying he was, and then I think he had something. A
don't know.
surgery
Yeah,
or something,
some- yeah.
cancer or something. So they wasn't too
Yeah.
sure, and he wasn't sure either.
Can you
But
imagine?
he jumped in,
Yeah.
and then he had that one.
He passed it a little physical though.
What boosted him was the guy that endorsed him, the black
It was,
guy.
It was Nutty Ball, wasn't it? It was Lil Debbie.
We don't need to be anything because this system wasn't created for anybody
Then Lil
that
Debbie,
looks like us.
Then Lil Debbie sponsor Biden. Oh, Lil Debbie. Somebody Google it for me real quick and put it put it in the comments. I swear, I think,
Okay, so if it wasn't created by it wasn't created for anybody that looked like us. Okay, so what are we gonna do to fix it? How are we gonna fix it?
what we trying to fix?
No, I just said to make sure we go out and vote, and Jason said we don't need to be anything because I think that's what he answered to. This system wasn't created for anybody that looks like us.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but are we gonna continue to repeat that year for year and like?
But that part of the agreeing to disagree, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I rock with him when he say that, you know. But I don't want to be one of them people that always pushing the narrative that the system is it's set up for black people to fail, and just hope like, cause for me,
It wasn't set up for us, so
it wasn't
for
even
us. So
structured for
failing
us.
is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but even with that, even with being saying that, like with everything that's going on, like being in a race war, cause we're in a race war right now. I think the world is more separated now than it was when there was slavery, because when it was slavery, it was just the way it was.
Right.
Since we was governed to be that way, back to what you said, Jason, since we were governed to be a way, but now that we have our voices and you can scream as loud as you can and they still won't, they'll turn their head, you know what I'm saying, like upon that. So I be hoping for better days. I pray for them, but I just look at, you know, the history and the way things are set up for us. Because if you're going to show equal rights, then let everybody that's a part of what's right to make things right. Because the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Star Spangled Banner, the National Anthem, all these documents were created when there was slavery. So still,
I agree with Jason. I agree with what you just said.
black folks need to empower themselves. Yeah, but not empowering themselves has only set up a lot of black people. Not to say you don't push forward to see a fourth change, but is it really worth dying for? And I think that's the fear that people fear the most, is that I'm not gonna go out here and put my life on the line for some jerks that's gonna come right behind me and make it worse than what it was. You gotta have faith to a level of there's no return to be like, I'm gonna try to bring forth change for my people of color or people that look like me. So I don't know. You can straddle either side of the fence. I think it don't make you a bad person or not.
No, with what Jason's saying, we gotta empower ourselves. We just gotta start. We as a group
but
of
that's
people,
that's psychological
and we don't
damage
finish.
too, Wendy. That's easier said than done. I think a lot of people I honestly think, and it hasn't been proven scientifically, that slavery truly fucked up the mindset of black people. That is an issue that nobody ever discusses. That the pain that like it was passed along. Even with the way we look at each other, because if I was gonna be loyal to you at a certain degree, there was a man that was gonna whip me to death. You know what? We're gonna take this commercial because I don't want to lose a sponsor right now. We're gonna take this commercial and we'll be right back to close out tonight. It's been amazing. So we're gonna hear from our sponsors and we'll be back with you guys momentarily. My mama's so disrespectful.
This show was brought to you by Balt Vodka.
Right, man. Boy.
You wanna shop? It's on me. Sex on the phone. Call me. You wanna talk? Darling, I'm on the hotline. You know you can get it. You wanna shop, it's on me. Sex on the phone, call me. You wanna talk, darling, I'm on the hotline, you know you can get it. Hello, I can do you right. Girl, you tired of looking?
I believe so.
Why would you say
so.
that?
I believe you, Mom.
Oh my God.
I believe you.
That was so disrespectful, man.
Definitely think he playing.
If you guys just see it, my mom said if you be praying, God probably think you be playing. Like, why would you say that? That is so...
I definitely agree.
That is so disrespectful, Mom. We blocking her.
Thank you, Joseph.
Oh, but
But my thing is, I hear everything what everybody say. My thing is when are we gonna? Because if we want to see change, we got to put people in office that look like us. We're so focused. I see everybody focus on vice president and president, but what about the people under that actually reports to them? Your councilmen, your mayors, and stuff like that. If you want to see, like,
I don't think no people be close enough to the people that they be trying to get their vote from. You get what I'm saying? Like the people that be like people that running for mayors and city commissioners and stuff like that. Like I think sometimes
close to the voters.
What I think sometimes what happens in lower chain of government is that people want to be voted in based on the people they know or the way they look. If I'm in a predominantly black community, all my community people know me, then they should automatically vote for me. And I think that hurts a lot of people when they running for office, that you don't try to build that rapport with those people to let them know there's logic in your plan, that this is why I feel like I'm the best candidate, as opposed to you voting for me just because we went to school together. We have candidate
potential people in our community.
Yeah,
they need to start running, and we need to start back them up. We can't keep.
But we can't be making excuses for people that ain't doing it. You saying that are people that are in these communities that have this potential, but until you decide that that's a leadership position that you want to take, it ain't my job to be like,
no, I'm not saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying suggest somebody, but if you know your police chief in your community is doing everything that he needs to do in the community, monitoring the community, making sure he knows his neighbors, and making sure it ain't you know what I'm saying, like being active in the community. You should not keep that information to yourself. That's something the community should know. So when it comes time to support him, we can support him. That's what I'm saying. People already in office. It ain't our job to tell somebody what they're good at.
But I think the biggest thing between the people is determining status and structure. Some people want these positions solely based on the status that they bring behind it. Even as far as president or governor or mayor, like people, that's a status position, as opposed to do they have the right structure to be in these positions, as opposed to, oh yeah, I know her, she all right, that girl, she went off to school, she got her degree, she this and that and the third. But that's enough for you to say this is the person I want to lead me as far as a city commissioner or mayor, or even as a president.
But for some people, they may be for that. But I'm not gonna worry about them or count them.
You gotta count them. You talking about a vote?
No, I'm not talking about a vote in general. I'm talking about the saying that we keep saying, that the system wasn't for us. This ain't for us. This wasn't built for us. So when are we gonna turn it and make it for us? Are we gonna do our own thing?
I think we just gotta wait for a lot of white people to die.
We get our own communities and get the money where it's supposed to be, or we gonna keep feeding the white America and then turn around and sit down and say white America's not for us?
No, it's gonna be like something gonna happen in this earth where it's gonna turn around.
And how's that gonna happen?
Masses, I can't speak for that. That's God's control.
I know, but God works, but then God knows that we put in work too.
Yeah, but
God don't do everything.
Yeah, but I definitely feel like it's gonna come a time in life, we won't be here to see it, that there will be a point where black people are like kings and queens again. Like we got. I really think that's gonna, If we keep acting the way we acting, I don't see how that's gonna happen. But you gotta destroy before you elevate.
Okay.
Cause you won't know joy if you ain't never suffered.
The biggest destruction was George Floyd.
It was the way the worst stuff happened to Black America.
There's a lot of worse stuff to Black America, and there's gonna be more to come, and it's probably one happening right now as we speak.
So you don't think what happened to Emmett Till was worse than what happened to
on TV, where somebody can see?
That's why I think the reaction hits people different, because they saw it. But like we were saying earlier, crazy has always existed. That's back to what we were saying earlier when we were talking about, people crazy. I don't think people are crazy now.
Yes, Shar.
You need to go.
My example is the reason why I'm asking is when are we gonna step up, because we do things and shout out to those who are still marching today and up north in the different states. There's people still marching.
They still marching,
looking
late.
for justice
Martin
for
Luther
those
King
slain.
took a break.
But my thing is, I take example from the school in Deerfield. When that shooting happened, them kids, with their parents' support, of course, but them kids, once that tragedy hit that school, till today, they're still going up to the, well, of course not today because it's the COVID, but up until the COVID, I was still hearing where those group of kids, where they, even the ones that's graduates, still going up to City Hall, still going up to the Capitol, still going up, trying to get legislated for gun.
At Stoneman Douglas.
Yeah, and they still going. And my thing is, it's like when we start, we pause. We always stop until something else happens. I think with George Floyd, the biggest thing.
It ain't even that we stop. Is that they got to Capitol Hill quicker than anybody could. Like, they were able to open the doors and hear what these white kids of Fort Lauderdale, Weston, that
we've been, but Parkland black people has been to the Capitol too. But we don't keep stuff going.
We talking about when you going against the same when monsters when you become the monster you trying to slay. That's when it becomes a whole different ball game. Did we talk about a white school now? That ain't in the sound as harsh as I could.
And this is the thing. See, when things happen,
man, if that shit would have happened at Booker T, Washington, or high school, anywhere in the world, you wouldn't have had that quick a response to the way things happen. Even that police got fired at that high school.
Yeah, I know.
Had that been, things wouldn't have happened like that.
But see, this is the thing. I hear what you're saying, but
I know, because I'm beside you.
Looking at. I'm not talking about a black and white.
But
this is why the Americans are black and white. It goes back. What I'm talking about is the kids' determination to constantly go up year after year.
We've been marching for
parents'
fucking
support.
decades, Wendy. It has nothing to do with our efforts or not being. They don't answer our demands.
Okay. When's the last time we went all the way to the top with a demand?
Okay, tell me this.
No, I asked the question.
The first thing they'll throw on you is that if you have placed yourself in a position of power, you have an educated sister, you have a corporate job, and you know that this ain't right, you won't risk your job, you won't risk your livelihood to go down there to save this one black boy that's been wrongfully accused of something that the cop said he did. You will turn the other cheek because you have to survive. Now, if that was, if the shoe was on the other foot and that was white America, everything has to do with color here in the United States of America.
And I feel like this is why we will be stagnant.
That don't make us stagnant because that don't make us stagnant.
If we constantly black, white, everything. I'm not just talking
Listen
about
here, my
shooting.
beautiful black sister
I just
queen.
used Stony Douglas as an example.
But that was a horrible example because remember Columbine?
We have homelessness in the black community.
You remember Columbine?
We have domestic violence in the community. People with no food, no shelter, no jobs. We could barely buy our own house. And when we do get into loans and stuff like that to buy a house, they inflate it so much to the point where we end up giving the house back. My thing is, if I use the wrong example, I use the wrong example. But us black people don't know how to go to the finish line. We don't always make it to the finish line. Back in the days, they used to do it to the finish line. Right now is where I see people are still marching up north.
Protesting and marching has ever gotten black people was the ability to sit wherever they want to sit at on a bus. Where can you document in history that marching and protesting solve something for black people?
Marching and protesting get people that want to understand and hear to hear. Change don't happen overnight. That seat on the bus ain't happen overnight either.
But that's who was riding public transportation.
It didn't happen overnight.
Yeah, but you got
it. Didn't happen overnight.
Nice.
So what we want ain't gonna happen overnight either.
It's black. I play academic games. You're not gonna win.
I'm just saying.
I promise you, you're not. Like, because
like,
it's economic. Then It ain't. It's a black dollar.
We throw what's wrong up. This is wrong. This is black. This is white. This is black. This is white. Let's throw up solutions. Let's throw community activists. Let's throw getting together. Let's throw busting it up to somewhere and get something done. Throw that out there. Y'all always throw out the negative. Why it's so black and white. But ain't nobody empowering nobody. Ain't nobody. We can't even support a bitch who's selling food out their house.
But because they got roaches. That's why. Because she be cussing on Facebook Monday through
Tiffany,
Thursday.
We even make it hard for us to get to the finish line. No. Everything is not always black and white. Black and white is out there, but stop letting that black and white stuff be an issue.
It ain't not an issue, Wendy. What you failing to understand, I get where you coming from, Maya Angelou. I get it. But the reality of it is that it's sometimes just hearing it affects people to know that, man, if we came together, and we gotta get past the mental side. I'm not making excuses for the black people that ain't on board. I'm saying that it's a psychological thing to what slavery has done to black people, and it's still doing it.
Okay.
If me being loyal to you,
listen, now slavery was real, but it didn't happen to me, so it shouldn't stop me from trying to get change for my baby.
I'm not saying that. You playing two different agendas. I'm not saying that. What I'm simply saying, as a black man in the United States of America, you have to look at the facts. You have to look at history. You have to play the number game. All you got to do is, I think, what's fair is won't ever be fair, because things happen when we were even considered human beings. We were considered like 3/4 humans in the Constitution or the Declaration of Independence. Like these, if you're gonna show change, you gotta change everything.
Be a solution, y'all.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
saying
be
that.
the one that talking about black and white and this and that. Now be a solution.
Why?
Let's
Tell
find
that to
a
the white
solution.
man.
Let's
I
find
bet
a
you can
solution.
tell that to the white man.
I'm saying, listen, a lot of white
That's why
people
they
wake
so
up because it
uncomfortable
was
with talking about it. They be so uncomfortable.
It's
not all of them. I'm not saying all of them,
but a lot
but
of white folks that has
the
woken
ones
up.
that got money, they be so uncomfortable. They ain't woke. They ain't never went. They wasn't never sleep.
I don't know who them is.
They wasn't never sleep. They see it happening. How could you see something happening so long in the world?
Yes, we do, Shar.
In the world as a human being and not see the wrong in it? Them people close eyes to that. And a lot of them like that. Corporate people, politicians, police officers, firefighters,
but
doctors.
There is some that are understanding what's going on, and if they was dumb to it, they're not dumb to it. If they were numb to it, they're not numb to it. Because you had a lot of Karens and Kens, the good ones, that was out there marching with us.
I didn't say we wasn't elevating, Char. I didn't say that.
Karen, with the white folks, we have white people who was understanding or starting to understand. Because like the one lady Karen said that it has to be them. I seen a post where they were making it seem like black people wasn't marching enough when it was. I
didn't say we wasn't united.
All the white folks was out there
marching. You went to public school. I know you went to public school.
It takes the white folks to be out there to say, you know what? What my people are doing is wrong. It has to take them. It should have been more than them. We've been, like you said, we've been marching forever. It ain't never gonna be a number to be safe enough for me to say, like, okay, look at the white people. They really feel like this about us. No, of course not. I'm not that naive. The people have bad intentions. Y'all vote. Okay,
yeah, go vote.
Vote. I mean, do your research. Don't vote because somebody say vote. But if you do, hopefully people don't think that, you have people that think for whatever reason slavery wasn't real. Hopefully we don't think that fighting for the right to vote was not real.
And I ain't a racist. I'm a realist. It's a difference. I like white people. I'm a realist. But I like white people that can take hearing what I got to say, and they ain't got to dumb it down who I am or try to act like somebody that I'm not to make them feel comfortable. No, them ain't the people I want to be around. I want to be the same person I'm around when I'm around my family and my friends.
When you be yourself, the ones that can't handle you gonna walk away. You don't have to
But it's
change.
a lot of people that ain't themselves to try to be comfortable and to make a check and to pay their bills. So that make them a bad person?
No.
But I agree to disagree. You just can't be just faking it just because it make your life easier. Cause that means you ignoring everything else around you that don't concern you.
And that's how a lot of people live.
Yeah, but they've been forced. They've been governed. That's what Jason said.
Jason
And
said-
they've been
Some
been
people are a
governed.
bit oblivious to what's going on, but I just my thing wasn't so much no election talk. I don't even get into that and stuff. I just say vote. If you're able to vote, vote. Because when you don't vote, it's a vote for the Republican. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day,
wrap it up.
exercise
Well,
your
condom.
vote.
That's in
Exercise your
That's in
right to
Biden's
vote.
campaign.
Get to know who the people are that you're voting for. Do
put his
your own
campaign
research.
slogan on a condom.
Just like the Bible
Wrap it
say to study to show yourself approved, research your politicians and the people in your community that their people are asking you to vote for, so you know who and what you're voting
I'll
for.
vote for DMX and Cisco. They rather Cisco gonna be the vice president. What these bitches vote for?
Don't listen to him. He voting.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm voting for they got this new wings at Wingstop. They want us to vote and see which one I'm your favorite one.
Thank you, Mom.
When you vote,
When you vote,
who you voting?
Mom said, when you vote, please vote. When you vote, please know who you voting and the reason you voting. Please get out and vote. If you need a ride, call Ish.
This lady got jokes tonight. She might be on that Parrot Bay. Bitch better not call me. I ain't gonna fuck with people. Call the NAACP.
Evelyn, just inbox your phone number and your phone number. And
Oh, my
at
auntie
the
way
thing-
up the road. Auntie, you can mail it in, can't it? You ain't. Where you at? In Pensacola? You can mail that in. That's my aunt.
And guys,
here.
remember to continue to
From
wear.
Alabama too. She's from Alabama. I need a ride, man.
That's a long ride.
Yeah, we had.
But she can't even vote here anyways.
No, they vote different. They ride horses up there in Alabama to the thing. You can't ride no car to the voters registration thing. They still got the thing up like when Selma and they had to walk across the bridge and stuff like that. So
Who's seen
She did all
real quick before we wrap it up? Who's seen Lauryn Hill's daughter? Oh, she ranting and raving.
I thought you was gonna ask me something I just had seen.
No.
I ain't seen her.
Anybody seen that? We're gonna keep that for next time. Oh, actually, I might just do a little snippet on the Filter Me Not page. But yeah, her daughter did her little video. Why do y'all come out so late? I mean, to start talking
Who
about
are
your
you
parents.
following?
But it's on Facebook. I follow Trick, and Trick be posting some stuff.
Oh, okay. Trick Daddy.
TDD.
Yeah, and you voting?
Yes.
You sending mixed signals. sending mixed signals to me. And
I am definitely
No.
voting, and I'm voting this week. As soon as I get my sticker, they will be right up here.
you put them up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first time you better cover your chest up too before you go out there and get a head cold. You don't want to get no head cold in the summertime. None of the rest kind of colds they have. You got to-
And school shopping, guys, parents. Walmart.
There ain't no school shopping.
Walmart has the uniforms
Ain't
on
it-
sale.
They opening school?
And school's gonna open. You're gonna have the choice. Once we enter into phase 2, parents will have a choice if they want to send their kids.
Oh,
to
these
continue
people ain't
distant
sending
learning.
these bitches no
Should
school.
you decide you want to send your kids, because a lot of them gonna send their kids.
A lot of them not.
Go
too.
get uniforms now, so you don't be caught in that traffic when they talking about in
So
2 weeks
if
school about to
kid-
be open.
If I didn't know that they were opening schools.
Yeah,
I
well,
thought
we're
they
gonna
was still
start
doing
off
the
distant
virtual.
learning. We're gonna start out virtual, but when we enter into phase 2, and I'm gonna predict phase 2 gonna be second 9 weeks. They're gonna do the first 9 weeks at home. By
They
the time
still
the
got a
second
little time
9,
to buy some school clothes in.
they do, but ain't nobody finna go now. But I'm letting y'all know, go now while they on sale. You know,
They probably ain't got the money to go now.
if ain't nobody going to
Y'all
have,
nobody be sending another stimulus.
man, they got Cash App Tuesdays, so somebody better have some money to get these kids.
So they got ain't they sending another stimulus?
It's supposed to be one, but it's
I ain't get that
still in
first
a
one.
go.
I had forgot about that one.
They
My baby
dropping-
mama got that bitch. Damn,
You didn't get the first one?
baby mama got that bitch. Swear to God, I want to kill that bitch like that little 1500. Jesus Christ.
Yes, they are giving out pins when you vote. Of
I had
course,
counted
you
that
know,
bitch before I got it.
caution
too.
and protection. So when you go out there, you get your own pin and you take your pin home with you. What's up, Chrissy?
I was devastated when I didn't
Movie
get
star
my
Chrissy.
stimulus check. Jesus Christ, I was hurt. I started, man. I don't know. When I didn't get that stimulus check, I didn't think I was gonna get it anyways. I'm venting right now. I'm sorry, you guys.
Tiffany, my baby grew out of hers. I had no choice.
Your baby grew out of what?
Her clothes.
Oh, shit, I ain't get that stimulus check. I wasn't tripping because they had said I wasn't.
No, where?
I didn't get mad till they sent me the letter and told me she got it.
Mom, for what county this is?
Bitch, I was mad as a motherfucker. See, I was like, this bitch don't got my whole stimulus check. You put me in time out of it. You trying to find out something? See, somebody
So
said,
who
let
hurt?
it go,
Who? Yes, let it go. Let it go. Elsa, let it go. I haven't heard about having to wear uniforms in front of the screen. That's new to me.
Fuck them kids, man. We talking about that stimulus check I ain't get, man. I was so hurt about that stimulus.
Palm Beach County.
15, shawty. That was. When you got it in 15 finna come your way, that shit 15 to a nigga that ain't got it. That feel about like 4,000. Like that's about 45 right there. What you say? You broke, you on your shit, $1,500 come.
Give your final thought. We finna close it out because he's not getting his second stimulus and he need to let
Why
go
would
of
you
the
put
first
that
one.
in the atmosphere
It's in
like
the air.
that?
Go.
They said they ain't gonna take it this time. They said they was not.
It's a governed white man system. So you gonna believe what they say?
Yeah, cause I
so you believe him about the money?
I know I wasn't gonna get it the first time. I had already did my research.
Oh.
But I thought I just.
So you
didn't
know you
qualify.
had money in the arrears that needed to be
Yeah.
paid up.
I ain't they ain't told me all that. That's I was watching the news, and then they said if you owe.
There you go, Tasha.
Jesus Christ, I was so mad, y'all. I was so mad. I was livid.
Your mom said she got it. Yeah, we gonna final thought. What you wanna close with?
I ain't got no final thought.
Thank you for
Bitch,
watching.
send me that check, please, Lord, please.
Y'all know it's Feel to Me Not, guys. Anyone that vote.
Oh,
Tell
and
someone
happy
about
birthday.
voting.
And keep my sister in y'all prayers as well. Blackie, for those that know me, they know who I'm talking about. My baby sister, y'all keep her in the prayers. It ain't COVID, it's a health scare, but God got her. But please, if you believe, pray that He lay His healing hands on her. And
Those who know the prayer.
Yeah, you ain't even gotta
Prayer
know it
faith.
like that. Just cause when you go to a church house and they just
Pray for your friends. Pray for your enemies. Pray for who you don't know.
I'm
Pray
pray for
those who
your-
are sick.
I'm gonna pray for your church.
Pray
to go to church.
for those who are grieving.
In Jesus'
Just
name.
pray.
I receive
Because when
that.
you pray, the Lord take care of you. You have to pray for others for the Lord to take care of you. Don't be
Amen.
selfish with Him because He's not selfish with us.
You ever bought a scratch off after you had done did a good deed and you be like, God, I know God got me on this.
Yeah,
So
that's
I get
not what
like
He
this.
meant. That's definitely not what
You
He
get like
meant.
a $20 scratch off and all. And I be like, man, God, play too damn much.
Guys, continue to wear your gloves. Continue with those who wear gloves. I don't wear gloves, but can definitely continue to wear your mask. The COVID is still out there. We have people still dying from COVID. People still getting sick. You have school opening and shutting right back down. Guys, please, whether you believe it or not, pandemic, people still dying from it. Pay attention. We definitely
And
are.
nobody I wanted to die yet. Like, I don't know how that works.
What?
Some of the people that called the coronavirus, I was like, nah, but this motherfucker ain't even doing that. They could have called him. And it went right over him. It ain't fair, man. It ain't fair. That's not. I bet that's somebody you know.
You're on the air with Feel to Me Not.
Hey, how you doing?
This Henry? Who's this?
Who's calling?
Hey, you look like
Hey,
Elvis.
Harry, do me a favor really quick. Do me a favor. I have a trivia really quick. You can win a $50 gift card. You ready?
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Hold on while I hang up.
Okay.
That's Feel to Me Not, ladies and gentlemen. I'm comedian Dr. Foolish, and this is my beautiful host, Wandey. Nowilliams. We had a great time. Remember to share, like, and comment here on Feel to Me
Yes.
Not. Like the network, UGTV 5. We all we got, and we out.
Pray before y'all lay.